I am so happy that you're here today, and I am so happy that you decided to press play. I am even more excited to spend the next 15 minutes together preparing you for a good day. So let's roll out our mats, grab our blocks, and get started.
We are starting today's practice in a child's pose, taking your knees as wide as your mat and sinking your hips back. Using your inhales to find length in your spine and take up space. Go ahead and reach your fingertips just a little bit further forward, reminding yourself that over the next 15 minutes you have nowhere else to be but here. Go ahead and bring your palms together, finding prayer hands, and then reaching your hands towards your upper back to open your shoulders. Taking a moment here to express gratitude for another day on earth, gratitude for a body that is capable of beautiful movement. Releasing your hands to the ground and slowly reversing out of your child's pose into a tabletop position, stacking wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Now dropping your belly on an inhale, finding your cow position, lifting through your chest and rooting down through your fingertips. Now exhaling and rounding your shoulders to the sky for your cat position, tucking your chin and pressing the earth away from you. Inhale, dropping your belly, returning to cow. Exhale, rounding into cat. Continuing to sync breath with movement, dropping on your inhales, staying grounded through your fingertips, and rounding on your exhales. Here we are gently massaging the spine, increasing circulation of spinal fluid, and also increasing spinal flexibility. Dropping your belly for one final cow pose, really making it count, and then finding a neutral spine, extending your right leg out behind you, feeling free to leave your foot down for grounding and stability, or for a challenge, elevating your foot and rolling out your ankle. Slowly bringing your right foot up to the top of your mat, finding a low lunge position. Grabbing your blocks if needed to bring the earth closer to you and make the pose more comfortable. If you don't have blocks, you can use books, blankets, towels. It's important that you are comfortable here. Feel free to pause and make any adjustments so that comfortability is possible. As you are here, to stay connected with the present moment and to also stay connected with your body, I want you to make each inhale and each exhale just a little bit longer. You can stay here with your hands on your blocks, or you can bring your hands up to your knees, or maybe even up to the sky for a challenge, yogi's choice. But I want you to keep breathing fully. Big inhale. Big exhale, and remind yourself that you can do this. Exhale, completely releasing your hands down by your side and rocking your hips back to find your half split. Using your blocks for support and keeping a micro bend in your right knee. Using your inhales to elongate your spine and to also calm the mind and help you stay present. Now taking a big inhale together. Exhale, slowly releasing, rocking back into your low lunge, continuing to stay with your deep yoga breathing. If your mind is wandering, calmly, nicely bring it back. Moving your blocks aside, planting your left toes and hands onto the mat, and then bringing your right foot back to meet your left, finding a plank position, slowly dropping your knees, returning to your tabletop, extending your left leg out. Again, you are more than welcome to leave it on the mat. If elevated, let's rotate out that ankle, bringing your left leg up to the top of your mat, grabbing your blocks and using them for stability again if needed. Going ahead and doing a little check-in with your hips, making sure that your hips are in line with one another and that you're actively pressing through that back leg just as much as you are through the front leg. You can bring your hands up to your knee if you would like to challenge yourself, or maybe extend them all the way up to the sky. Remembering to stay connected to your breath here. I want to challenge you here to see what muscles you can turn on to make this pose easier for you. You can energetically draw your front leg and your back leg together like magnets to provide more stability. Big inhale, exhale, releasing your hands down by your side, rocking your hips back and finding your half split. Keeping your gaze down, your hips in line, and a slight bend in your knee. Inhale, finding length in your spine, and exhale, letting go. Reminding yourself you are powerful and you are in control, using your breath to bring you back when or if your mind does start to wander. Big inhale together. Exhale, releasing forward into our low lunge, planting our hands and our right toes to the mat. Big inhale, bringing our left foot back to meet our right. Exhale, slowly lowering yourself all the way down to your belly, planting your fingertips a few inches above your shoulders. Inhale, taking some spinal waves, tucking your chin, allowing your head to be the last thing to come up. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, pressing the earth away from you. Exhale, fully releasing. Inhale, challenging yourself here by activating your lower back muscles. Exhale, fully releasing. Inhaling yourself up, sending so much love to your low back, only coming up as much as your body allows. Exhale, releasing. Last one, big inhale. Really make it count. Exhale, fully releasing. Inhale, planting your hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, pushing up into your plank pose or your half plank pose. Staying with your breath. Big inhale. Exhale, pushing your hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Taking the time here to make any necessary adjustments. Staying with your breath and walking towards the top of your mat on your next exhale, meeting in a forward fold, bending your knees as much as you need to, clasping opposite elbows, and then rocking from side to side to fully allow your upper body and neck to relax. Taking deep breaths here, giving yourself permission to let go. Breathing into your back to find length and to also take up space. Exhale, planting your hands to the mat, stepping back into your high plank. Big inhale. Exhale, pushing your hips up. Downward facing dog. Start pedaling out your heels for a calf stretch, making sure that you are actively pressing through all 10 fingertips and trying to find length through your spine, reaching your hips up to the sky and eventually finding stillness as you reach your heels towards the mat. Now slowly dropping your knees to the mat and sinking your hips back to find child's pose. Inhaling your fingertips forward, finding length through your spine, allowing yourself to be here, to be still, to be present. Maybe even taking the time here to set an intention for the day that we have ahead of us. Maybe think of a goal you may have or a person you've had in mind that you love. You can even take this time to say something nice to yourself. Keep breathing. Now slowly reversing, finding a tabletop, and then swinging our legs over to the side, bringing them out in front of us to find butterfly pose, making sure that your sit bones are equally rooted into the earth. If this is too much on your knees, you can place your bolsters, blocks, or blankets under your knees for support. Keep your spine long and lifted, and just know that the closer you bring your chest to your feet, the more intense the pose. Keep breathing and allow your hips to let go. Very slowly releasing from this pose, grabbing your outer thighs and bringing your knees together, Leaning back and then allowing your knees to fall from side to side in a windshield wiper motion. Keep breathing and really feel this pose out. Take it slow and listen to your body. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Now bringing both knees together, we will give ourselves a little hug and slowly roll onto our back, taking a moment here. And then inhale, extending your right leg out. And exhale, dropping your left leg over to the right side for a spinal twist, keeping both of your shoulder blades in contact with the ground. Breathe deeply and allow your body to let go of anything that's no longer serving you. Inhale, bringing yourself to center and hugging both legs in. Exhale, rocking from side to side to give yourself a low back massage. Taking your time, enjoying this moment. Inhale, extending your left leg. Exhale, crossing the right over to your left side. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, bringing both legs back into your body. Again, giving yourself another little back massage. Exhale, releasing your heels down to your mat, making sure that your feet are a comfortable distance away from your hips. Planting your hands down by your side. Inhale, pressing through your heels, reaching your hips up to the sky, finding a bridge pose. Making an effort here to find length in the spine. Slide your shoulder blades under and find a bind if that is within your practice. Breathing deeply here. Activating your inner thigh so that your knees do not splay outwards. And then exhale, unwinding and releasing. Bringing your knees back into your body and rocking from side to side to reset your spine. Dropping your knees towards your armpits and grabbing the outer edges of your feet, finding a happy baby position. Pressing your tailbone and your shoulder blades into the ground to make sure that your spine is flush with the mat. You can even put a smile on your face if you feel a little silly. It is called happy baby, and if you're feeling silly, well, at least you are feeling. Go ahead and bring your knees into your body. Let's go ahead and take a few rolls on our spine. Again, totally embrace the feeling of feeling silly. We will eventually make our way up into a seated position. Making sure your tailbone is nice and rooted into the ground, go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then slowly take a half circle over to the left side, pausing here, and then rolling back over to the right. We will do this connecting with our breath for a few moments. Eventually, making your way to a full neck circle, stopping anywhere that you feel tension or tightness. Keep breathing, and eventually go ahead and rotate your circle the opposite direction. Again, stopping anywhere that your body needs some extra love. Taking this final neck circle together and then meeting at a neutral spine and neutral neck, inhaling your arms up to the sky. Finding prayer hands, exhale, bringing them towards your heart. Inhale, bringing your hands up to your third eye. Exhale, taking a bow. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I love you and I appreciate you. Namaste.